Welcome back. It's another edition of the Guild Trivia Implosion. We're going to implode trivia because if we don't do it, then who will? We've got two great contestants this morning, and they're both here right now. It's Tim and Jason. Hi, guys.
Hello, and a good morning.
We are competing today in the trivia implosion called 40,000 Orcs Can't Be Wrong. This is all trivia about the game called Warhammer 40,000.
Oh no.
Tim, what do you know about the game Warhammer?
I know that it's hugely popular and ridiculously complicated in terms of lore and probably gameplay too. I do know that man, Jimmy should have been on this one. He's become a Warhammer 40K fanatic recently.
Well, in fact, fellow guild member Jimmy is the one that gave us the idea for this category.
Aha.
If Jimmy were playing, he probably would get all of these right.
It's probably true.
I've only ever played Warhammer 1 through Warhammer 39,999, and I'm really worried that there's been some updates to the gaming mechanics that I'm just not going to know.
Yeah, not only, they just rebooted the whole thing from scratch, so...
Oh.
Too bad.
Mm.
The good news is it looks like both of you are on an even playing field.
Ooh. Is that a Warhammer 40K reference?
It might be. I don't know much about it myself. As you know, in Trivia Implosion, we have 5 questions, each question worth slightly more than the question before it. So question 1 is worth 1 point. Let's see what you know. Here's question 1. Warhammer uses miniature models of warriors and fighting vehicles, but the Battle Fleet Gothic spin-off specifically uses what kind of battle vehicles? Roll through that Rolodex in your head of all the kinds of, battle vehicles you know.
I said airships.
I said dragons.
Ooh.
Okay. Correct answer, Battle Fleet Gothic specifically uses spaceships.
Ah, I thought about spaceships.
I wasn't
Dang,
thinking of the Gothic space era. No.
Yes, you were thinking high, but not quite high enough. So, Jason, get higher.
Okay.
All right, well, let's try question 2 and see if we have any better luck.
Dang.
This is worth 2 points. Completely aside from playing the game, enthusiasts say that at least half the fun is from preparing the miniatures. In what way?
I said painting them.
I said painting those tiny suckers.
Yeah, that's right. Both of you are correct. Painting them is worth 2 points each. That requires a level of detail that I have not discovered in my existence on this planet. I don't have the patience or the eyesight or the manual dexterity to get all that detail work done.
I have all of those things. I just don't have any of the figures. So I just paint whatever.
So my brother and I actually both paint figures. He does way more than I do. But they actually do make small lit magnification things to help you actually see better as you're painting.
You have like jewelers eyepieces and stuff?
Not quite to that level, but it's at least one thing. It's kind of like you just sit on your desk and you put it over and you're just kind of looking through and painting.
Okay.
I like to paint my Warhammer figures with paintball guns.
So they're all just one color.
Okay, here's question 3. Question 3 is worth 3 points. In the Warhammer game, Eldar and Necron models cannot be put onto the same team. Why is that?
Well, as we know, they're from different expansion packs that are incompatible. As we all know, the Necrons are native to the necrofields of Speculon, and the Eldars are within the underbelly of Otonbanville.
That's going into a lot of detail there.
I just put because they're enemies, ...
Oh, Tim, you were so close. The answer is because they're enemies. I'll go ahead and give you those 3 points anyway. But
oh, it's so kind of you. I can't believe I somehow managed to squeak that through.
Not only are they enemies, they're mortal enemies. So if they're on the same team, they just kill each other. You know, if they're not mortal enemies, they're on the same team and they look at each other side-eye.
I'd say immortal enemies just seems like that they should be able to work things out after a while. Like, they clearly can't kill each other if they're immortal, so.
They work things out, but they have to live together, and so it's still really awkward. One doesn't wash their dishes off before they put them into the Necro dishwasher, and then Eldars are notorious for organizing their sock drawers in just a ridiculous way.
It is actually my favorite TV show. The Necron and Eldar.
The Necron and Eldar, they're living together.
Necron and Eldar, together forever.
I would watch that. Okay, here's question number 4. It's a 4-pointer. In the title of the game, Warhammer 40,000, what does the 40,000 refer to?
The year 40,000.
I put the year/era it all takes place in.
Yeah, 40,000 is the approximate year. It's far, far in the future. And apparently,
not too distant future.
Nothing has occurred between now and 40,000 years from now, like the collapse of civilization, that would cause the year numbering system to start completely over. It's continuous from here. It's really a message of hope, really. That's what that is. Okay, for this last question, there are 10 points possible in this one.
Oh, no.
2 points each. I'm going to ask you to identify the author of certain influencers to Warhammer 40,000. A lot of different books went into influencing Warhammer 40K. I want you to identify the authors of some of those influences.
Okay.
So, the first one, author of Lord of the Rings. Both of you said the same thing. Jason, you said?
Tolkien.
That's right. Excellent. Both of you got 2 points. The author of The Call of Cthulhu.
H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah, both of you said that. You both get 2 additional points. Good. The author of Dune.
I said Frank Herbert.
I said Frankenstein Herbert.
Both of you. We'll give you 2 points each. Good job. Tim, you just read Dune, didn't you?
I did recently, earlier.
That would explain that dazed look in your eye.
It's just all the spice, man.
And last one of these, the author of Paradise Lost.
Oh, shit.
Nope. Okay. 1 second. I'm right there. It is.
I said Philip K. Dick.
I'm going to kick myself. I said C.S. Lewis, who wrote the Screw Tape Letters.
He did do that.
No points. That one.
Okay.
Paradise Lost, written by Milton.
No, it was right
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
If it's any, if it makes me feel any better, I was also going to guess Voltaire, but yeah.
You would have gotten just as many points for that one.
Yes.
So apparently, if both of you read a little Paradise Lost, you will be prepared for Warhammer 40K. You got all the rest of them.
My question is, there's so much preparation apparently that goes into playing this game. You have to paint figures. You have to read old books. You have to, I guess, get a basement. You have to ride in airships. Do you have to be an actual certified blimp pilot in order to play Warhammer 40K?
Well, let's take a look at the scores. There they are. Oh my gosh. So, Jason, you've got total of 12 points.
Yes.
And Tim, you did pretty well at this as well. You've got 15 points and today's win.
Woo!
Yes.
Yeah. I am an extreme nerd.
Well done. That airship license is finally paying off. Well, that is it for today's trivia challenge. How did all of you do out there? How many points did you get? Okay, well, that is it for today. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you all next time on the Trivia Implosion.
913, 914, 915. When you're 900 reps in and you're not sure you got anything left in the tank for the last 100, reach for new Sweetly tea. It's got like 1,000 grams of protein, at least 5,000 carbs, probably some other questionable ingredients unsustainably harvested from the Amazonian forests. Doesn't matter. We're getting that pump in today.
And now, Safari So Good, the continuing story of an African jungle safari gone horribly astray. This is Fiona Bazool speaking, but of course you probably already knew that. I'm the most important member of this entire safari. I'm here to get away from civilization a little bit because, let's face it, people suck.
Hello, my name is Gunther. I am, unfortunately, it's a kind of, how you say, lackey for the Bazool family. Out here in the cruel, hard jungle to make sure that Fiona stays safe and also to provide all that I can.
Oh, my name is Orson, the silverback gorilla. I'm just chilling, and all these people keep coming to bother me.
I've been watching you work here in the jungle.
I know, Fiona. You are surprisingly adept at being underfoot.
I've been thinking about becoming a work consultant so that I watch people work and then I tell them what they are doing wrong and then they pay me money for telling them what they're doing wrong.
Wouldn't that require you to know what it is that they're doing? Have some skills of your own?
Oh, that's the brilliance. Being a consultant, you don't actually have to know anything. You just have to be willing to tell people how to do things.
You're very good at telling people what to do. I don't know about the telling them how to do things, given your incredibly shallow skill set. However, I mean, if you can find someone willing to hork over the bananas for it, I say go for it. I can't help but notice that you are quietly eyeballing me in some sort of expectant fashion, much like my child gorillas are when waiting for their allowance.
I can't help but notice that you're doing so many things inefficiently here in the jungle.
Please inform me of what it is that I could do more efficiently.
That sounds like you're hiring me.
I will buy you lunch. If you could point out one thing that I could do more efficiently.
I can. Gunther, there's something different about you.
Oh yeah. Hello, Fiona. Yes. Well, I was showering at the waterfall over there a few hours ago, and when I got done, my clothes were gone.
That's what it is. You're not wearing clothes.
Yeah,
I did it. I solved the problem. I solved the mystery. Mystery solved, everyone. Fiona on the case. I solved it.
You did. I don't suppose you would happen to know where I could get some other clothes. You know, I tried experimenting with banana leaves, and it just doesn't work as well. You know, I actually got a slight look at whatever being it was that stole my clothes, but they were very hairy. And I just at this point I've kind of been leaning into not wearing them and just tried to be confident with it. You know.
There's a very easy solution. All you have to do is look in one of the 5 trunks that you brought that are full of clothes and pick out a different outfit.
Oh, you know, I did think of that, but you know, most of those trunks, in fact, all of them are clothes for you. I really only had the clothes that were on my back when I came here. So I really don't have anything, and I don't think your clothes would fit me. Also, I don't think you would let me wear your clothes unless you've become more generous recently.
No, that didn't happen.
Yeah, I thought not.
Wow, you've got a heck of a problem. If only there was some sort of a clothing consultant you could hire.
I've seen this before. Okay, you know what? I'll just go along with it. Fiona, do you know a clothing consultant I could talk to by chance?
Hey, Gunter, what do you think of my clothes? Look at me. I'm walking around all being human.
Yeah, you look very human. In fact, those clothes look a lot like the ones that I lost recently.
Oh no, I wouldn't know anything about you losing clothes. My kids found these out and about. I don't even know what they were doing out there. These cargo shorts. I put nuts and berries in there.
I bet you did. You know, you're stretching them quite an awful lot.
What are you implying there with stretching them out?
I just said, you know, our proportions are slightly different. I mean, I don't mean that you're fat in any way, or you're so much more muscular than I am, and so you're stretching them out that way.
You come into my forest, and you project your human insecurities on my beautiful ape body that ape Jesus gave to me.
Oh,
and I'm gonna need a berry once.
Look, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I just, you know, I feel we're very exposed right now, and
oh yeah, it must be cold out here today. Let me give you one of these berries. Oh, sorry, they kind of leaked into the cargo pocket there.
That's okay. Those stains will never come out.
Okay. Just, yeah, have one of the red ones.
Oh, okay.
It's a little bitter. Let it kind of wash over your tongue there a little bit. Just yeah. What are you feeling right now, Gunter?
You know, I'm starting to loosen up a little bit.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. See, I told you those clothes would make an immense difference. Everyone takes you seriously now that you're dressed.
I had my doubts, but yeah, I actually started a side business, a side hustle as a tour guide.
Oh my gosh, profits will be rolling in before you know it.
I gotta hand it to you, Fiona. You come off as not knowing much of anything, but you know a little bit of something.
That's exactly right. You have to realize that in this world, there's too much stuff to know. So you just have to talk about that thing you do know, and that's clothes.
I just, I don't know how to repay you.
Perhaps a share of the profits in your new ventures?
Sure. Yeah, no. How does 3% sound, Fiona?
That sounds like a place to start. Oh, look at you. You're accessorizing already.
Yeah, I got it out of one of your trunks.
I will put it on your bill and never wear it again. That scarf looks fantastic on you, by the way.
Thank you. You know, I don't know if it's just the jungle heat or those fantastic berries that the big fuzzy man gave me, but I feel really fantastic and relaxed right now, you know?
You are more relaxed and happy than I've ever known you to be.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I feel great, and I'm sorry that I can't provide more for you, you know? And sometimes, you know, I just don't feel like I'm really cutting it, you know?
Most of the time you're not.
Hey, by the way, would you like one of these berries? They're really good. Try the red ones.
Most of the time I make a habit out of never eating anything that's been in your hands, but this time, since we're, you know, advancing in our relation,
It's really bitter, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's taking its effect. Okay.
Hey, Gunter, I'm sorry. I need to check on you. I gave you some red berries, and it occurs to me that I actually gave you the magenta berries. Those were not for consumption.
I have all of these ones left.
There are substantially fewer berries here than what I gave you, Gunter.
Oh, yeah, and I've just been feeling so fantastic, you know?
Is that Fiona down there?
Oh, yeah, I just gave her one of the red berries. Yeah.
Oh. Bring me.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, 1 second. I've got some electric leeches over here. Just to clear.
That does sound like a really fun time.
Dunk. Hey there, Fiona. How's it hanging?
I feel real good.
Oh, you're gonna be fine.
See, look, you're so relaxed now. By the way, I was going to ask earlier, I was hoping that maybe you could double my salary.
I'm gonna dabble your celery.
I don't know what that means, but that sounds like a fun time too, you know. You know what, I will give you this scarf as a bundle of friendship.
Give me the scarp of friendship.
Come on, guys. I think we need to head on down to the waterfall for a nice cool dunk.
Yes, Pooterfall for dunks.
It's the Super Secret Sex Show!
Hey, welcome to the Super Secret Sex Show! It's been a while. I'm really excited to be back with you. And not only am I here, but look who we found! It's Erin, and she's in the same spot as me. Hey, Erin, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you doing?
Good!
Good.
You ready to talk about some sex today?
I guess so.
Okay. Well, let's take a look and we're going to see what are the issues that are in the news today that need to be talked about. This next question is from somebody who grew up in the 90s, and they're curious to find out what counts as vanilla these days. And now she's like, is oral vanilla? Is anal vanilla? Is light choking vanilla? What's vanilla?
When I think vanilla, I think that like a junior high school student would be like, oh, I would totally, even in the 90s, couple oral sex with the like vanilla normal sex practices. Like strongly, I would say.
All right.
But everything else I think would not fall into those.
I'm thinking vanilla was like missionary, married, loving, slow.
Slow?
Like not rough, not like banging, but just like
I think banging was a thing in the 70s.
But maybe that's not vanilla. Like when I think vanilla, I think, oh, two 60-year-olds who they've been doing the exact same maneuvers for the past 25 years. It works for them, but I would find it boring.
But I think that like vanilla is anything sans kink. So it would have to be considered kink to not be vanilla in my brain. Some people just like, they're just satisfied having regular, missionary style sex with their partners. And that's fine. And some
That's
people,
right. It's fine. It's just fine.
No, you're judgmental. You're reversely judgmental.
Because you know in those kinds of relationships, how many of those women are having orgasms?
Some might be.
Some might be.
Some might be. I mean, like, you don't need to do choking and stuff to have orgasms.
No, you don't have to.
Some people do, which is fine. Also fine. But, like, I think, because I do think that oral counts as, I think fingering counts as vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that ranges into kink land.
No, I don't think so.
So there could. So I guess the question is, like, do all toys fall into the side of kink?
I don't think so.
Because if not, then I think that tons of women could still be having orgasms in vanilla sex relationships.
But people, like, are still, I don't know. I feel like they're still like, oh, she has a vibrator, you know?
Do you think so?
I think so.
I think that's changing, but I think you might still be right. Like, I think, generally speaking, probably people are like, oh, sex toys. But I think that's changing. I can't tell. I hang out with so many weirdos. That...
Okay, so in the 1972 book, Joy of Sex, mouth music was in the main section. Anal sex was in the advanced section. However, in the 1950s, oral sex was still not socially acceptable.
I found a random sex guide from like a library in the 70s, like this. And like one of the first things, it was like a whole chapter on armpit licking. And I was like, wow, 70s were weird, you know? I remember a friend in college, like she was not one of my main friend groups, just so everyone who are my main friend group people aren't like, which one was it? It was like an auxiliary sort of acquaintancy friend, and we were at this like big trip, and so she was like drunkenly gossiping, and she mentioned like, me and my long-term boyfriend had anal sex last night for the first time, and the gasps in that room, it wasn't like, oh cool, it was like, oh, what? Like people were mind blown. It wasn't a thing you said. I was surprised that she told us, because I wasn't necessarily surprised that they did it. I was surprised that she was telling a group of only loosely friendy folks, because I thought it was taboo. That's
still not something really that you would talk about.
No.
With just anybody. So.
Which is why I think it definitely falls out of vanilla. It's
but you know, like
gal.
for gay people, anal is, for many gay folks,
right,
not kinky.
Yeah,
it's just
so maybe
sex.
I bet there's a difference. I bet in gay communities, vanilla means something very different than straight communities. I betcha.
Yeah.
Whoever this person is, who's like, everybody does it now, isn't it vanilla? I don't think so.
I want to be part of her friend group.
No.
Maybe you all can tell us what counts as vanilla, what counts as kinky. We obviously don't know. So you tell us. Tell us down in the comments, or send us an email, send us a message. Video yourself. We'll put you in next week's show. Okay, so let's talk about arranged marriage for a second. You've been married before. I've been married before.
Yeah.
None of my marriages were arranged in advance, and they all failed spectacularly. Yeah. Your marriage was not an arranged marriage.
Correct.
No. And it's still going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going strong. 17 years.
An arranged marriage is not something that is appealing to me in the least.
No. I don't want anyone arranging any part of my life but me.
And even me arranging my own marriages, I'm not a fan of that either.
You should just not do marriages. I think the key point here is that you just don't do marriages.
I'm beginning to get that. I mean, I thought I would try it like 3 or 4 more times. And if those don't work out, then that's a definite pattern.
Yeah. So, I mean, pretty much 2 out of 2 is a pretty much pattern.
They were very successful for quite a while.
Okay.
They were like extremely successful until they weren't.
Like a whole year.
Oh, come on. No, each of my marriages was like 10 years. So.
Yeah, but they weren't successful for 10 years.
Well, whose is successful for 10 years, really?
Mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good.
Good.
17 years.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. It was definitely really good for 10.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of going downhill now, but I'm just joking, just kidding. Joke.
Super secret.
It's days like this that I'm real grateful for new Sweetly tea. It's cold out there, but it is warm in our hearts. So make yourself a nice hot cup of Sweetly tea. Grab a couple people skins, pork skins, and just enjoy the afternoon.
There will be Crossbows.
I'm the captain of this fishing charter. It just so happens the two of you are the only people who booked me today because it's slow tourist season.
We just can't wait to experience all that nature has to offer. We come from downtown Detroit, and we never leave our compound, so this is really rustic.
I'm excited that you're excited. Look, we're going to make this as easy for you as possible. I'm going to get everything set up. You catch the fish. I'll unhook them. I'll gut them. And you just have to kind of sit there and enjoy the ride.
We don't even have to bother with the fish. We'll leave the fish in their natural environment.
All right. It's highly unusual. Mostly people pay me hundreds of dollars to take them out in a boat just to murder as many fish as they can. But if you're not interested in that, we can skip the fish. I can just drive you around on my boat for 10 hours.
That sounds fantastic. And if you wouldn't mind, could you do it shirtless?
I hope he takes off his shirt, David.
Don't worry, he's going to.
I suppose, if you insist.
Are you heavily scarred?
I am actually pretty scarred because a lot of the hooks are always flying all over because these idiots don't know how to fish. And so all the hooks are like scratching me as they come out. So I got a lot of scars. And one time a beluga jumped out of the water and took half my left arm, which is why I got the wooden half on the other side of that.
Do you dance at all?
I thought we were going to take the boat out. Isn't that what you wanted to book the charter for? I don't care if we don't go out in the water. I want to see him dance. I see where this is going. Are you guys, did you book a fishing charter just so you could have sex with the captain? Because this happens every season. At the end of tourist season, a couple people book an entire charter, come on here, and they expect me to perform sexual acts for them instead of doing my normal job of going out and catching fish. For $800, you're making me the richest prostitute in this state. So
it's time for an Amazon product review. This week's show brought to you by the Fnvs Hand Cobbler Shoe Repair Machine. Yes, that's right, my friends. If you're in need of a cobbling machine to repair your shoes and/or leather tents or handbags, anything of the sort, the Fnvs Hand Cobbler Shoe Repair Machine is for you. Comes equipped with a pressure plate, a needle collet and presser foot, a hand crank, universal wrench, wire machine, presser wrench, stitch adjustment, and the machine shoe bracket. Not to mention a handy tripod in case you want to do it standing up. This machine does it all. Leather shoes, leather bags, cloth bags, canvas tents. Not only that, it can repair high heels. And I don't know about you, but I've got plenty of high heels that need fixed. This machine is a miracle. It fixed not only my shoes, it fixed my relationship. It brought my wife and I back together. And hell, it even helped us start a business. This thing, I just can't praise it enough. This is something that I plan to pass down to my children whenever my wife and I decide that we are ready to have children. Or if we ever do. If not, I will give it to a friend who will then pass it on. Because frankly, some things are kind of on the rocks right now. 5 stars.
And now, Deep Space Mark! The continuing saga of a vessel lost deep in space. And the vessel's name is Mark.
My name is Harkin Baron, engineer here on the Deep Space Mark. somehow I keep this bucket of bolts floating through space with duct tape and pure grit.
Hello, I'm Dr. Borpheus, son of Dr. Orpheus. Here, the medical professional on board Deep Space Mark. I keep everyone as healthy as I can, as long as I have all the necessary equipment running, and as well as run a few unofficial experimentations.
Captain Brent Canberra here, leading valiantly my entire crew on mission after mission. Recently, we've returned from the Mushroom Planet. I forget what it's called, but there was a lot of fungus there. Brought some back for recreational use. Wink. Captain Borpheus, come in. I'm here in this little screen, Borpheus. Do you see me?
Yes, I see you, Captain. Is there something particular? I was sterilizing the instruments.
Unnecessary, Borpheus. You should spend your time on things that actually matter, like my uniform. I took it out of my closet this morning and it smells weird.
You could perhaps start eating better so that the living material that is your spacesuit won't start secreting unpleasant smells.
That is why I came to you first, since my uniform is alive. When it smells bad, it's your job to fix it.
Go ahead and bring it to me. I will do my best to make your spacesuit purge all the bad chemicals.
You'd do that for me? You would do your job that you have signed up to do just because I said please, which I never said, but I thought once.
I will do it because if I don't, I am sure that you would boot me out of an airlock.
Borpheus, I can't believe that's what you would think of me. I'm the most compassionate captain that the Star Force has ever seen.
You've been getting into those wild space mushrooms again, haven't you?
What's the point of being a space captain if you can't dig into whatever fungus you find?
I will gladly purge your suit. It may be 3 days before it's done, so...
3 days?
It takes time. They have to purge and then recuperate, and then I have to... I've actually been experimenting with adding another kind of antimicrobial element into the suit so that it can consume the bad odors rather than emit them.
Borpheus, I don't tell you this enough, but you are a genius.
That is actually the first kind thing you've ever said to me. Wow.
It's probably just the mushrooms talking. Don't read too much into it.
Listen, Harkin.
Doctor, what brings you down to engineering? I don't usually see you around these parts.
Kind of bare bones down here, I gotta admit. I have gotten myself into a little bit of a pickle.
Pickles are from the commissary. We don't do pickles down here.
Oh, no, I don't.
Introduce a pickle into this environment, you got yourself some trouble.
But I didn't mean that quite literally. I promised the captain and I would add a kind of antimicrobial elements to his suit, which I can do. However, I seem to have broken the machine that knows how to manufacture that. Kinda need you to fix the machine for me.
You college-educated idiots. There's no real-world practical information that you guys have. Coming down here with your problems, telling me you need me to fix your microbial transistor tube manufacturing wing.
Just because I am college-educated can't work a machine does not mean I'm dumb.
I went to college orientation too, Dr. Borpheus, and that's how I knew that it wasn't for me. So don't bring your college orientation, your college education, and your college debt down into my engineering brig and tell me what you need when I have needs too.
I have no debt. My parents paid for everything. I really don't need anything more other than help fixing the machines. I could try and talk to Captain now. He and I have kind of started to develop a little bit of a rapport. I mean, it may just be the mushroom stuff he's on currently, but he actually gave me a compliment today.
Whoa, wait. He ate mushrooms and he gave you a compliment?
Yeah.
You
never
realize,
happens.
You realize what this means? He's been infected by the spores. That is not the captain we know. We are in mortal, terrible danger.
Are we? Because I mean, it kind of seems like a change for the better.
Captain.
Hey, how's my favorite engineer?
Disgusted as ever, Captain. Where are your pants?
Probably the same place as my shirt. My uniform is currently feeling ill, and Dr. Borpheus is treating it. And in the meantime, I have complete bodily freedom. This is a freedom I've never experienced on this ship before.
Well, there's a reason we have dress codes, Captain. I'm extremely uncomfortable with the current circumstances I find myself in. Can't we, I don't know, manufacture some temporary clothes out of the fabricator or something?
I didn't come here and start commenting on what you are wearing or not wearing. I'm here for professional reasons.
All right, Captain. What is it that engineering can do for you?
Good. See, that's what we need. Is that from the get-go? Is that kind of professionalism? Suck it up and stop staring at things. I'm up here.
No, please don't say "suck it up," Captain.
I know you've been working some long and hard hours lately, and I just came to check in and see that you have this tick. Every time I talk, you grimace.
And don't say why is it purple, Captain? Is it normally purple? It's got spots on it. It looks fungal, Captain. Are there things that you were exposed to down there on the planet Mushroomulon?
Don't worry about the mushrooms. The mushrooms are fine. I'm thinking more clearly than I've ever thought before. I have a vision for what I want to happen in this crazy universe we call a solar system.
That's not what we call it. Never mind. Captain, I'm worried that perhaps your integrity as captain has been compromised. You're not acting yourself.
I'm feeling more free and easy and clear and dangly than I've ever felt in my entire life.
No, don't say dangly, Captain.
Look, Harkin, I've never called you by your first name before.
I don't like it. I don't like it, Captain. This is all very unnatural. If you could just come to Medbay with me, or perhaps you could come down to the gardening level.
I'd be happy to do that. But I do have one thing I need you to do first.
Please don't say take off my pants.
Of course not. I would never put you into that position. You're not only my engineer, but you're my friend.
Oh, no, this is worse than I thought. Captain, you've never seen me as anything less than just a tool to your twisted machinations, flying from planet to planet, copulating with every possible species in the known solar system.
I had some good times, but I also made a lot of mistakes. And now is the time to get rid of those mistakes. Harkin, I need you to help me self-destruct the ship.
You do that at least once a week, purely by accident with your recklessness, Captain.
We have to eliminate the threat. That is Captain Brent Canberra.
Who am I talking to right now? Oh, sorry, your eyes are up there.
The representatives of Mushroomulon have taken over this form, and they realize it is a destructive being, and he must be eliminated.
Oh!
Why does everybody keep saying that? It's as if they've never seen such a specimen of naked masculinity before.
I can't help but stare, and I'm sorry for that, but as a medical man, I feel like your downstairs is not right.
It's just a side effect from the spores, Borpheus.
I can tell that, but it seems like you're growing multiple ones now.
It's fine. We'll all be dead soon anyway.
I'm sorry. I must have gotten some of those spores at my eyes. Could you say that again?
We're destroying the ship. Brent Canberra and his crew are a threat to all life in the universe. We've got to get rid of them.
Oh. I think I'm beginning to understand. You're your more. I hate to use the word parasite because I know that's not fair.
No, that is a hate speech kind of word.
I apologize. It would seem you've taken over the captain. Am I right in that assumption?
We're all better off for it.
Why destroy the ship? Why can't we just destroy the captain? I mean, no offense. I'm not a big fan of the captain anyway. I mean, we could just surf him out of an airlock and.
Borpheus, you're my friend. We've come a long way the past couple days, and I think we should be honest with each other and say that the problem is not only Captain Canberra, but the problem is also the people around him who enable him and enable his shenanigans. You, sir, are a shenanigan enabler.
Okay, so I just ran into the captain, or the entity that is now the captain.
We've got to do something about this. He's going to take this whole ship down.
I know. I mean, I was going to induce him into the neural destabilizer and put him to sleep for a while, but he got away from me before I could. He just dusted some spores in my face from, from where.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Frankly, I just woke up, and wait. I need to check something.
Doctor.
I don't know how much time I have left.
I have to know for the safety of this ship, what is happening in your britches?
It's already begun. The mushroomification.
Oh, doctor, I'm sorry. It pains me to say this, but I think I may have a solution. I smuggled this off of the CVS planet that we visited a couple weeks ago, and I was saving it for my athlete's feet, but I have some tenactin that I think I may have to give up for the good of the ship. I'm gonna have to apply this cream.
Do as you must.
Nope. Could you not look me in the eyes, please? Just host organism, Captain Brent Canberra. Can you tell me your status?
Status is single and ready to mingle.
Oh. Single would suggest
officially fungus free, sir. Thank you.
Oh, that's what happened. I was all ready to come up here and do just unspeakable, just horrific, just mind-scarring things, Captain. What brought you back to us?
Well, it turns out that the infections that I already had racing through my system battled the infection that was attempting to take over my system, and eventually, well, the ones that had been there longest won out.
Goddamn space chlamydia saves the day again, Captain. I cannot tell you how sick and tired I am of your space chlamydia being the hero.
And Borpheus keeps telling me that I need to cure it, that eventually it will kill me.
Sorry, I can't quite bring myself to look you in the eyes.
You're not alone, Doc.
I was wondering, what are you doing Friday night?
Oh yeah, it's real good. I like it a lot. You know, I was just here for the free stuff. You know, I used to go down to Costco for free sample Sunday. Then they found out I wasn't a member, and well, got that shut down pretty quick. So I get my free stuff from the office trash cans. You know, someone doesn't finish a piece of cake, or you know, old tuna sandwich goes out. I get it. So yeah, but this is good. This is good stuff. I like it a lot.